Welcome everybody to Forza Motorsport 7, and today we're taking a look at the 1939 BMW 328. Now this car was built between 1936 and 1940, with only 464 produced, and yeah, it's the oldest BMW ever on a Forza game before, and by some quite margin as well. The Isetta is the only oldest one, along with the BMW 508 or 7, whichever, you know, the convertible. Really expensive one that nearly sunk BMW from the 50s, but yeah, this is the oldest BMW by some quite margin, and yeah, I'm really glad it's in the game, quite frankly, because it's now one of my favourite cars, not just in terms of Forza 7 but in terms of Forza games in general. And yeah, it's got plenty going for it. It's styling wise, I really rather quite like the look of it. I love the curves and over the wheels, etc., and the enclosed wheels on the rear end, and yeah, it's pretty nice styling wise. And it's got plenty of racing pedigree as well going for it. It was a successful racer in its 2-litre class, with more than 100 wins in 1937 alone. So yeah, really impressive. And talking about the 2-litre aspect to this car, it's got a 2-litre straight 6 engine, producing 80 horsepower and 94 pounds-feet of torque. Now I know that doesn't sound all that much, and it really isn't, but thanks to the fact that this car has an aluminium body, it only weighs 1,830 pounds, so really rather light, and easily one of the more powerful sub 100 horsepower lightweight cars out there. And yeah, as a result, it is fairly decent in terms of performance, thanks to that lacking weight. And yeah, as you can see, it's got these suicide doors. Really isn't much in terms of interior, because yeah, it was more of a racing car than a road going car, but I'm sure you could still take it on the road if you fancy doing so. And yeah, nice black on white dials, and yeah, pretty sparse interior, quite frankly, but that was all to make it as lightweight as possible to make the most of that power. And yeah, being a racing car, we're going to take it out there and see what it can do, so see you when we get there. So, being a German racing car, we're going to take it around the Nürburgring GP circuit for one lap. Only one lap, because it is quite a long track, and this car, like I said, isn't the most powerful, but it's a fun car to drive nonetheless, as you shall see. And yeah, combine that lightweightness, thanks along with the rear wheel drive front engine layout, and the fact it's got a 4-speed manual gearbox, means you can make the most of that power, despite there not being all that much there. And yeah, I really do like how this car drives, quite frankly. Thanks to the fact it doesn't weigh all that much as well. There's not much weight on those springs, which are archaic. They are like leaf springs, and there's a live axle at the rear, but it makes for a fun drive, quite frankly, and that's despite the fact that you're never really going all that fast. Because acceleration wise in this car is not the best, but it's pretty sprightly to 60 in 10 seconds, which is not bad for an 80 horsepower car, and 0 to 153.949 seconds, which is pretty pointless, to be honest, because it only goes up to a top speed of 101, so yeah, all that time to not go much faster. But I don't care about that, because it's all about how a car drives and how it makes you feel, and whether or not it brings you enjoyment more than stats. Stats are a bit cold. Yeah, they'll tell you how fast a car's going to go, but they're never going to tell you how much enjoyment you can get from a vehicle, and I get plenty out of this. And I know that probably sounds weird, because as you can see, we're not even up to 90 miles an hour, but yeah, it's a real fun car to drive, and does give me hope that we'll get more of these 20s and 30s races from Europe in a future DLC, because there are plenty out there. I personally like the I think it's the Mercedes Benz SK or something like that. It's basically this massive 7.1 litre supercharged 1920s Merc that, yeah, huge amount of power for the time, and but on archaic suspension like this. So there are plenty more out there to mine. We do even have another an even older car than this in the Doritos car pack in the form of that Bugatti, but this is as fun, if not more fun, even though that car is faster and lighter than this. So yeah, I do really enjoy it, and I tell you what, this reminds me of the modern equivalent of this, and it's going to sound weird, but it's the classic version of the Toyota GT86 as far as I'm concerned. because they're both front engine rear wheel drive, they're both lightweight, they're both on skinny tyres, they both don't have all that much power compared to the competitors, and yet they're both really rather fun. And yeah, wish more people would appreciate these lower power vehicles, because you don't need 600, 700 horsepower in a mid-engine hypercar to have all the fun in the world on a racing game like this. Give me more cars like this any day over a brand new Lamborghini or Ferrari, and I'll be happy as anything. Which is one reason why I'm also glad that the Bugatti's in this game, among other cars. So yeah, cracking vehicle, another solid vehicle out of the Doritos car pack, and yeah, really glad to put it in. It's again another car I've never heard of before, and now I'm glad I do know of it. And that's one good thing about these car packs in Forza games. They reveal to me personally cars I've never heard of before, and gets me interested in new vehicles, and this is just another one of them. And yeah, it's all about learning, and being a car fan that I am, I like learning about new cars that I've never heard of before. And yeah, this piqued my interest when I saw the trailer, and yeah, I couldn't wait to drive it, and it did not disappoint one bit, no matter how slow it is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.